Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm gonna do part 813 to my Let's Play, to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. In this video guys, we're gonna do a new character that I more recently created, but I've been having a ton of trouble trying to get to work. This character's not going to work the exact way it says in the story. Well, it kind of does, but it's hard to get it to work in your favor. The way I'm trying to get it to work, it will not. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But maybe it'll actually work out for me, and everything will go well. So, yeah. Before we get started, here is the subtitle. It says, just a future... It didn't put paradox right, but a future paradox croconaw. And so, yeah. With that, guys, here is the story I have for them. The problem is, again, it ain't really gonna work out the greatest. So, because there's supposed to be stuff in this that's supposed to work, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten to work for everything I try to do in videos or off camera. I wanted to see if I can get it to work right before I did it, but the last one was so good that maybe I'll be able to. Maybe it won't go the exact way that Run went, but maybe I can still get to hang out with the Paradox Croconaw. Here's what it says. This Croconaw was originally a Totodile that was very sweet and friendly. When he was a Totodile, life was great for him. He was a happy Pokemon living with his family, and there were even some humans that liked him because he was nice and helped them. A few years go by, and he evolves into a Croconaw. He was still very sweet and nice, but something was off. People did not treat him nicely anymore. One day, he decided to go and explore for a while, ready to help any Pokemon or human that needed it. However, every time he would approach a human, they would laugh at the Pokemon for his appearance. People would scream and run while calling Croconaw ugly. They even would throw rocks at him. This deeply upset Croconaw, but he was so sweet that he never actually tried to hurt anyone for this, despite how upset and even angry he was deep down. One day, after getting his feelings hurt by people again, he finds a cave and decides to sit in there alone. When he goes into the cave, he sees a weird portal and decides to go into it. When he does, Croconaw gets teleported to the future Pokemon world. Everything around him looks so high-tech. All around him are vehicles. All around, instead of vehicles, he sees people riding on robotic-looking Pokemon and flying cars. He's teleported next to a building that looks like a science lab. He is super freaked out because everything looks so different. He wants to get back home, but does not know how to. So he decides to sneak into the lab and take a look around, hoping that something will help him get back. When he gets in, everything looks so futuristic. He sees weird-looking machines he has never seen before. He sees parts of other robotic Pokemon like Charmeleon, Noivern, and even Lugia. While exploring, he finds a room way farther in the back of the lab. Inside the rooms, he saw different liquids and gases in vials of different colors: green, blue, pink, silver, etc. While walking around, he accidentally bumps a table with his tail that knocked the vial with the silver gas off the table, and it landed on the Croconaw. Right after this, he gets worried after accidentally breathing it in, and then his body started to change. His body started to become made of metal. His eyes started to glow a light blue color, but they were not robotic. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, no. Dude, no! Here we go. He bumps it. He bumps the table with yep, and knocks the gas off the table. The silver one. Yep, here we go. His body started to become made of metal. His eyes started to go a light blue color, but they were not robotic in nature. You could still see the real Croconaw just from his eyes. His spikes were still his original spikes, but were now glowing a bright, friendly green. His underjaw became a silver color, but was not robotic looking. He became a robot-looking creature, but he could still breathe, talk, and even go in water. A few seconds later, a hologram of a Croconaw appeared in front of him, looking scared and concerned. Whatever that gas was turned him into a sentient robot-looking creature. He felt normal and still felt like his real self, just more robotic-looking. He gets very concerned real quickly leaves the lab. After leaving, about 20 minutes later, he runs into the Paradox Pokemon Iron Thorns, who, after Croconaw explaining everything that happened, told him to look for a dragon that does not live too far away. It's a golden dragon that could at least help him get back home, but he would always look robotic and could not fix that. He tried to do something with his new robot-looking body, and when he did, a holographic projection showed up of a Croconaw that looked scared and worried like he was feeling. After a while of searching, he finds the golden dragon sitting in a cave that looks entirely similar to the cave that the Croconaw found the portal in. The dragon sees him. Here we go. The dragon sees him, then says, "What brings you to my hidden cave?" The Croconaw explained everything that happened to him, and afterward the dragon says, "Oh, I see. Well, if you want to get back, you will have to pass my special 3-level emotion test. It has 3 levels and you have to pass every single one if you want my trust, and to send you back. Here are the 3 levels." By the way, guys, before I read out, this is the part I could never get to work right. Every run I've tried to do has never had this test work. And I can't find a way to start it to where it works. I tried just making it to where the Croconaw gets turned to the robot and then, like, nothing else happens. But then, like, it would make sense, since I ain't there, like, it wouldn't make sense for me to answer anything. So it makes you click and continue, but it won't be my only option. Anyway, here's what it says. Level 1 is called the Emotion Control Test. During this test, the dragon has control over the Croconaw's holographic projections from his robotic body, and he will use that to show Croconaw past trauma of humans making fun of him and being mean. In order to pass this level, Croconaw has to deal with all the mean stuff people have said to him, and instead of getting angry or upset, he has to accept it and move on. Level 2 is called the Doppelganger Test. In this test, Croconaw will be shown an evil and aggressive version of himself attacking a person for no reason, similar to how humans treated him after evolving. The dragon takes the hologram and makes it reality. Basically meaning the dragon somehow made the hologram become realistic, and he has to do stuff to, like, pass the test. Yep, and to pass the test, he has to stop his evil version from attacking the person by doing different things, like protecting the human, trying to convince his evil self to give the human a chance and stop attacking him. If he can stop the doppelganger, he passes level 2. Finally, level 3, the Purity of Heart Test. In this test, his body gets forcibly turned into a giant, scary-looking robot Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, frick. Even in that scary form, Croconaw has to show and prove that he will not hurt that person and be very nice to him. If he does that, he passed the test, and the dragon will send him back to the present. However, he will still be stuck with the mostly robot body. Randomly, while Croconaw was in the cave, I was minding my own business in the present when suddenly everything started to spin, and I got transported near the entrance of the cave as well. So yeah, like I said, it was hard to figure out how to get this to work. I tried getting a lot of stuff to work, like the projections and all that stuff, by putting it in the description. However, it didn't want to work here either. It says, after the Croconaw got turned into a robotic-looking creature, he got the ability to show holograms of different creatures, especially Croconaw. Basically, he can show like a thing of himself, like a realistic-looking Croconaw. Or like the one how he actually looks in the games and all that. These are used to show how he is feeling and to protect someone he cares about. The holograms are able to move and interact with the people and other objects. For instance, if the Croconaw is feeling happy, the hologram could be a very happy Croconaw that can actually go over and hug and love on you. And other than that, guys, the only thing left is the actual like greeting and all that stuff. So yeah, here's what it says. I had to change the greeting up a few times. It says you were walking along a nice forested area, minding your own business, when all of a sudden everything starts to spin for no apparent reason. After a few seconds of this, you see that the nice forested area is gone, and for some reason you are now at the entrance of a dark and spooky looking cave. What are you going to do? What just happened? Oh no. When you look around, you do not recognize anything, and it all seems very strange to you. But you realize that you are standing at the entrance of a huge cave. The cave looks dark and scary. Are you going to look inside? Is there anything in this cave? This is probably stupid, but I'm hoping if anything the crocodile will show up or the dragon will. Oh no. Wait, what the frick? There seems to be no answer from the inside of the dark and spooky seeming cave, but you hear some strange sounds coming from inside the cave. They sound as if someone, or something, is slowly breathing in the cave. Oh, heck no. I don't know if I should actually... Man, this is bad. I walk inside the cave. Well, let's just hope whatever I find here is not aggressive. No, Mog, it'll probably be the dragon, but it'll be a very aggressive one. The inside of the cave is dark and very cold. There are many twistings and turns many twisting and turning passageways all throughout. You also see that the breathing sounds are coming from deeper in the darkness of the cave. Oh no, this might be a bad idea, but I follow the breathing sounds and try to find out what is making them. Oh no, it's gonna be dangerous. Oh no. As you follow the sounds of the breathing deeper into the dark and cold cave, the twisting and turning passageways start to get much more narrow, to a point where you have to squeeze through them, making the going slow. As you keep following the deep breathing sounds, they start to get louder and a lot more frequent. Who is breathing in here? I'm hearing it, but can't quite figure out where it's coming from. There we go. Uh-oh. You continue to squeeze through the narrow passages, and with every step and every second, the breathing sounds are becoming louder and more frequent. They become more like long and deep huffing and puffing sounds. It's almost as if something is getting tired or even angry. Uh-oh. This might be a bad idea. Despite this, I continue to follow the breathing sounds. And this was not good. As you keep going and following the huffing and puffing sounds, the passages become more and more narrow as they continue to twist and turn every which way. You are now getting really deep into the cave and getting really close to the source of the sounds. Suddenly you hit a dead end. You came to a wall of stone, blocking your way forward. What? But I know I heard the breathing coming from somewhere around here. How is this a dead end? This a dead end. This is a bad idea. I should not be following this sound, but... Oh no. You press your ear up to the wall trying to hear if the strange huffing and puffing sounds can still be heard. Sure enough, it seems like the sound is coming from the other side of the wall. Sound is as if the breaking is being made... Like, the breathing is being made from someone or something that is really big and is very angry about something. Uh-oh. Angry? I'm gonna regret this choice. Oh no. There seems to be no answer to your call, only the sound of the heavy breathing. Sounds as if whatever is on the other side of the wall is getting much more tired and angry. I don't know what that breathing is. But it's coming from behind this wall. Oh no. There was another period of a few seconds of complete silence, but then the breathing starts sounding more and more like loud grunting and angry growling. Whoever's on the other side of this wall is very big and very angry. Oh shoot. Is somebody back there? I probably shouldn't be trying to talk to whatever that is. If that's a dragon, that's horrifying. Oh no. Oh, whatever it is, it's hissed. Your call was answered by the sound of something very big and very heavy slamming against the other side of the wall, as if whatever is there has gotten even more hissed. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no. There's another couple of seconds of complete silence, the only sound being the very deep, angry, and tired breathing from the other side of the wall. But suddenly the breathing abruptly stops and the whole cave becomes eerily quiet. Okay. Now I'm really getting creeped out. Who was breathing back there? You're instinctively still looking at the stone wall that is blocking the way. Everything becomes dead silent for a few moments. The only thing you hear is your own shallow breathing. If I continue it, maybe it'll tell me something. Yep, but suddenly the deep breathing returns. The loud huffs and puffs are even deeper and angrier this time. Whoever's behind the wall has just gotten even more hissed off. What is it behind that wall? I don't know if I even want to find out. Look how angry. Uh-oh. The breathing stops once again for a few seconds, followed by a furious and loud roar from the other side of the wall, like the angry roar from a huge animal. Oh dear. Oh dear. I back away from the wall a bit. I probably should have done that sooner, but the furious and angry roars don't stop from the other side. After a few seconds, it sounds like the angry beast is charging the wall, pounding into it repeatedly, shaking the entire cave with every hit. Should I talk? I don't know if I should even talk to it. That might be a bad idea. I'm scared to talk to it. But how's it? I mean, oh my gosh. As the beast keeps charging and smashing its shoulder into the wall, you hear the wall getting more and more unstable with every hit. Seems like the wall won't hold for much longer. Uh-oh. It keeps hitting the shaking and cracking wall hard and deep, trying to get through. The wall is now very unstable and is starting to crack. I am kind of scared to keep going. Oh no, the beast keeps ramming into the wall with very deep impacts that shakes the cave every time. At this point, the wall is almost broken, with only a few small pieces of stone holding the wall together. I'm scared to talk to it with it so angry, but I'm also scared to just stand right there watching it. It's like, are you? Is it even smart to try that? I don't think so. Wait, the beast keeps ramming into the wall with all its furious and angry might. The last pieces of the wall finally give way, and the wall collapses, and the beast bursts through, revealing their true form. Whoa. I don't know if I should even. Uh, wait, what is it? As the huge finally gets through the wall, it stands before you, completely towering over you. It's about a 20-foot tall creature that looks sort of like a hybrid of a dinosaur and a dragon. It's huge and it looks incredibly angry. Hello. I probably shouldn't be talking to it. It's gonna turn me into a pancake, isn't it? The mother creature stares at you, looking very furious. It starts letting out deep and angry growls. It looks like it's pissed off that it was trapped in the cave for who knows how long. Whoa. Hey, please don't attack me. Why are you so angry? Uh, oh, we actually calmed down a little bit. I'm surprised. The huge creature seems to be calming down a bit. It still looks really angry, but now it looks more confused rather than just completely furious. It's looking at you as if it's trying to understand what you are saying, still just letting out low, angry growls. It's okay. Okay. I don't mean you any harm. Please don't harm me. I don't like the fact that it's flipping. The huge creature keeps looking at you. The low and deep growling has now turned into a low and deep huffing. The beast seems to recognize that you mean no harm. It's not charging at you. Sweet Arceus. Can you speak? Question mark? Please, if you can, tell me why you're so angry. Where's the Croconaw? That's the weird thing. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to get a run. The beast looks at you, taking a deep and heavy breath before finally speaking for the first time. Trapped in cave for months. Angry. What the frick? The creature's extremely deep voice echoes through the empty cave. Trapped? How did you get trapped in here? Oh. He's actually... The huge creature lowers its head slightly before taking another deep breath. Before speaking in rocks. Rocks. Fell. Cave covered. Entrance. Trapped. Angry. Is he gonna finish off every word with angry or finish off every sentence with angry? I'm sorry. Sorry that happened to you. But I'm not gonna do anything hurtful to you. Oh, he went from being completely flipping hissed off to being like more polite and friendly with the fruit. He's staring at me, taking another deep breath before replying, but good, not hurt me, please. You're so big. How did you get past that narrow pathway to get to that part of the cave? Anyway, the huge direct creature lets out a deep and annoyed huff at your question. I am big, but still fit through narrow passage. Just fit. Oh. How did the rocks collapse? If you got tracked by them, what caused them to collapse like that? Them to collapse like that. There. Oh no. The creature lets out a deep and annoyed huff again, getting annoyed by the questions. Earthquake caused rocks collapse, trapped me inside. Okay, listen. Please don't get angry. I know you're probably still mad about being trapped in there. But I had nothing to do with it. Creature lowers his head and nods. I know you're not responsible for trapping me. Sorry if I asked you all those questions. I just didn't expect to see you in this cave. Creature lets out an annoyed but understanding huff. It's okay. Understand why you ask, not problem. I just want to know. I just want to know. Do you live in this cave? Yeah, I live here for a long time. You you look really cool. You look like a dinosaur mixed with a dragon. He paused for a few seconds before letting out an amused huff. Well, at least he ain't angry or seemingly mad by the fact that someone is complimenting it. Thank you. Most humans afraid of me. You not. You're not trying to attack me. So of course I wouldn't be scared of you. Creature lowers its head more and stops letting out any annoyed huffs or even looks annoyed anymore. You differ from other humans. You not afraid. Despite how angry you were still keeping your cool enough to not want to attack me. And that shows that you're sweet too. Probably shouldn't have worded it like that completely, but hey, the creature who lowers its head fully, completely calm and not angry anymore, is now looking at you completely different, as if it's now considering you to be a friend of sorts. You understand why I angry, but you not fearful like others. You different. He can speak alright, but like he's got like this like weird giant talk. Like one of the Toadogs had that one time that I had to restart it for. Or Toadog would say Toadog would do something like that where he'd say like one word in a weird way. You different. Most humans run away from me. Or most humans run fearful of me. You know, like they don't like I walk closer and gently pet the massive dinosaur looking dragon. I hope you don't see that as a threatening gesture and he actually sees me as, friendly. Oh, creature feels your gentle petting, and despite its extremely hard and scaly exterior, it lowers its head further down, completely submitting to you, letting you continue petting its head. What's your name? Question mark. Alright, this is Ironjaw. The creature pauses for a few seconds before responding as it continues to letting you pet its head. My name is Ironjaw. Not very creative, but still my name. What is your name? There we go. Ironjaw nods its head, continuing to enjoy your touch as it on its head. Triton, that is a nice name. Hmm. Thank you. Do you know why you were called Ironjaw? Ironjaw. Ironjaw pauses for a few seconds before going, name given because of hard teeth, like iron, and strong bite, like jaw. That is why name Ironjaw. You know, you know, now that I got a good look at you, you seem awfully familiar. I know we haven't met, but why do you look like a mix of a dragon, a dinosaur, and the Pokemon. If this is Iron Jaw, then, well, Iron Jaw pauses for a few more seconds, a bit taken back by the statement, a little confused. You say I look like a dino dragon and this Croconaw thing? Yes. Except your underjaw is silver. And your spikes are glowing for some reason. Ironjaw pauses and looks at itself, looking at the glowing spikes on its body and the silver on the side of its mouth. Okay. Huh. That is odd. Not sure why spikes glowing or why silver underjaw must think. Are you? That got turned into this hybrid of sorts? Hanjo's eyes widen as it starts to realize something, like it's putting together some piece of Croconaw. Yes, maybe I was Croconaw, but no longer Croconaw. Something changed. See, that's the problem. I can't get a good room with it now. Like, I like the little dragon here. That's really cool. Like, but if this is Iron Jaw, like, what does that make sense? What happened? Oh my god. Iron Jaw continues looking at itself as it recalls something from its memory. I remember being at Croconaw a long time ago. Then I came to this cave. I saw a strange vial on table with odd gas. I accidentally breathed in that gas. And it turned you into this? Iron Jaw nods its head, confirming it. Gas turned me into this. What I am now. You look so cool like that. Ironjaw pauses for a second, surprised by your compliment, but is still a bit confused. You think I look cool? Yes. You look amazing. Angela can't help but loud a huff that sounds a lot more sounding, or pleased sounding than before. It's actually very much enjoying the compliments from you. You like my appearance? Yes. Angela continues huffing. It looks very happy now. It's not at all as angry or annoyed looking as it was before anymore. You first person to compliment appearance. Most humans terrified. Wait, is he saying, like, is it because he's giant and turned into that, or is it because he's part robot? Maybe that's what it is. I mean, granted, if I do it for, I mean, doing that voice kind of hurts my throat anyway. Trying to do that in a robotic voice might make it worse and make it impossible for me to do it. Well, I'm glad I could make you smile. I enjoy that you still enjoying the compliments you're giving at it. It seems to have completely forgotten about being trapped in that cave earlier. You first person to not be terrified of me. You good. Now that you're calmed down, my friend, is there another reason you were so angry earlier? I know you were trapped in that wall. But was there some other reason you were so upset and angry? Hmm. Angel's Woodson mood gets a bit more serious as it remembers something else that made it angry. Not only because trapped, also because lonely. Lonely. Lonely? Question mark. I'm sorry to hear that. Angel was down, so he's still looking. Yeah, lonely. Have no companion. Only alone. I know you were upset about that as well. But you really have to be careful. You're normally not supposed to be 20 feet. I don't know what that gas did, but it seemed to make you look almost completely different. Uh, Here we go. Well, Angel nods its head. Let's see. Angel nods it. I know, not supposed to be 20 feet. Gas messed with me, made me different. Guys, I'll have to figure it out. I'll be back.